Hello everyone, welcome back to day 3 of the book sale. Man, was that place cleared out. I still ended up getting a fairly decent number of things. There were some DVDs and a Blu-ray that were left over and some books I was looking at, and found a decent haul for the third day. But yeah, even one of the workers, when I was coming in, she's like, I've never seen it this empty at the beginning of Wednesday compared to previous years. So we'll see what's going on next year. But for this year, I still found a decent amount of stuff, a couple of piles of things. Going Down Fast by Marge Piercy. This is a signed first edition hardcover, so already was a fairly decent find. I looked; they have a section near the front of individually priced, very antique books, and there's a bunch that are just maybe if you're interested for a really niche collection, not really that great, nothing I would really want or good resale stuff. And then this year, there's just too many people crowding around. A 300-year-old Bible it looked like it weighed 30 pounds, some gorgeous stuff, $1,000. Weird that it was just sitting there. But I found one book from the 1880s, How We Live, or the Human Body and How to Take Care of It. And I thought that was fascinating, and that was a decent price to grab, and I love finding those vintage books. And in with some of the book bundle things they have, we have the 3 Investigators. I got a big selection of those for $2 today. So overall, everything I got here today was $34, so still pretty good for the final day. Just not as many huge haul of random paperbacks as years previously. That's kind of what the last day would be, a bunch of those paperbacks, 25 cents each, and just wasn't a whole lot left. There was a table full of Harlequin romance and that kind of stuff, and there just wasn't anything there, and there beat the heck. But found a few more things, some fantasy stuff. Everything's mixed in the last day. The Unforsaken Hero. Then we have Competitions by Sharon Green. A few more kids stuff. We have The Curse, and I heard the owl call my name. I feel like maybe I just saw this a million times. This Margaret Craven book. I feel like I read this in elementary school, looking at the cover, but I read the back and I don't remember a word of this. Maybe I just saw this cover a bunch of times in elementary school. One of those weird things. The Magic Tunnel. Aliens in the Family. Star Trek, one of these James Blish books, number 10. Another one of the Monster Hunter books, found that one the other day. The Dagger of Death. An older Maya Angelou book. The Mage-Born Traitor. The Divine Mistake, and this Charlene Harris book set. And a bunch of hardcovers that kind of filled my box. We have the Bikini book, which is actually was a decent find, all about the history of the bikini and history and the controversy and different styles, and just kind of an interesting thing. Then we have Lana Turner, The Lady, the Legend, the Truth. It's vintage Hollywood stuff, so always cool to find. One Star Trek hardcover crossover, and then a big stack of the Earth's Children novels, these huge hardcovers. I find a handful of these basically every year at the book sale. These were huge hits, especially with the movie that came out in the 80s, and I feel like every library just had lots of copies of them, and every year they just kind of trickle out. But yeah, so I get them every year, and they sell every year, so every year I grab them. These just monsters. So all of that. Then one Blu-ray and a stack DVDs are worth grabbing. There's still a ton of DVDs there, but they were just in that zone of, even on half price day, even for $1.50, they just weren't great. And then a lot of them were kind of beat up library editions, and there was nothing really that I wanted. So a lot that was just kind of left there. Even at $1.50 was just not, there wasn't enough meat on the bone there. So we have one Blu-ray find from a Kino Lorber release that was been sitting there since Monday, just kind of stuck in there with the DVDs, and no one got it, and I grabbed it today. 2 sealed Warner Archives, They Only Kill Their Masters, and Juarez. So 2 sealed Warner Archives, and this is cool, 2 sealed horror film noir double features. So these will be good together. Oop, jeez. And then The Great Ziegfeld. I have this in a collection of William Powell movies. It's a sealed copy, the old snapper case version. Those Bedroom Eyes. Hilary Duff, Learning to Fly. It's concert footage and behind the scenes and that kind of stuff. Kegamore, Orange Road, I've sold that before. This is volume 11 of the anime series. The Mystery of Edwin Drood, UK BBC release. One Criterion, Man Bites Dog. This American Masters production of Vaudeville, History of Vaudeville, it's kind of an interesting find. That was worth grabbing. Volume 1 of Rave Master. This Tokyo, one of these Tokyo kind of gore movies, Tokyo Psycho, with this puzzle cover, and it's actually, you can take it apart and it'll be an actual puzzle, so that was kind of an interesting find. Then we have, with the slipcover, Kristen Scott Thomas, Sarah's Key, which I assume is not about a chastity belt. And one of these, this was actually cool, one DVD for me, out of the whole bunch. We have Fan Favorites, The Best of Frasier. I have a bunch of these from this Fan Favorites line with the kind of red banner, these Paramount releases, and I like these because these are perfect for the kind of shows that these and the what are the TV Guide collections, where they have collected by theme, and it's like 1 or 2 episodes from maybe 5 to 10 different shows, and this kind of thing was just kind of a few episodes. These are perfect for the kind of shows that I would never sit and watch them in their entirety. I would never really want to sit and watch any one particular season. They're a show that I caught random episodes back in the day and enjoyed the few that I saw, but was never a big fan of. So the kind of stuff that I would love to throw on, something like even like Matlock or like Diagnosis Murder, random sitcoms that I saw 10 episodes of throughout their entire run. That kind of stuff where it's like I'd like to occasionally, for some variety, watch that kind of thing, especially from these 60s through the 90s, but I wouldn't want entire seasons of. So these are always perfect little collections, because Frasier kind of falls in that category for me, where it's that kind of show where I liked what I saw of it, but it wasn't like a favorite, so it's kind of cool to have that. And the only Frasier thing I have is on one of those other collections with a bunch of Christmas episodes of TV shows and one Frasier Christmas episode, and that's about it. So that's kind of cool to have. And that was it for the last day. Again, not a whole lot compared to previous years. There wasn't a whole lot there, but what I did get was really good. So that was it. See you guys around in the next video. You might be seeing me later today. There is a PlayStation event, a showcase coming up soon. I forgot what time it is. I have to look at it. But if even half the rumors, you never know, are true, you'll probably see me again talking a little bit about the showcase. But if it's not, for me, a lot of what's shown, if it doesn't have a big appeal, then you won't see me. So maybe you'll see me later, maybe you won't. If not, I'll see you later in the week for some more thrift store finds.